So my
So
name is
hi
Jagan.
Jagan,
Yes.
good morning. This side Vidit. So I'll be taking your technical interview on F5, and based on your interview, I'll be sharing your feedback. So can you just give me the introduction on which F5 technology you're working and how much experience you have and what are your day-to-day activities? Please go ahead.
Yeah. So my name is Jagan, and so I'm working in FI LTM. So my day-to-day responsibilities are work with application teams, get the requirements from the application team, and work with them on their requirements, and uh, uh, draft the changes for the FIs and then implement in the change windows. So I'm working in FI technologies for nearly like a few years, like five plus years of experience in FI. Yeah. So predominantly I work in FI LTMs. So I work. There could be changes related to virtual servers. There could be changes related to certificates. There could be profilings and all this stuff. So I basically work along with the application team to fulfill their requirements.
Thank you so much, Jagan, for your introduction. Let's start with technical interview. So Jagan, can you please tell me what are your five troubleshooting issues which you have faced so far in your company? Five most complex troubleshooting issues which you have faced in your day-to-day activities.
Okay. Uh, number one issues I faced was the licensing issues where we used a different set of licensing the boxes. That was one issues. We don't manually license the servers. Instead, we do it in the portal. That was one issues I faced, and the second issue was some of the virtual servers which we created was not working, and not coming up. The end applications were the customers are not able to access the end applications. And the third issues is related to the SSL, where the SSL certificates are not properly what to say, like not mapped to the virtual servers. And another thing is like I rules, where the respected the I rules was not working as expected. And another thing is some of the health checks were failing, and I troubleshooted and uh, the health monitor issues and rectified it.
Okay. Can you please tell me what are the models number which you have worked on F5? I want around like hardware model. Can you tell me which model you are working right now?
um, Hardware models, I usually work in I series models. Um,
What is the model number in I series which you worked? What is the oldest model in F5? Can you tell me?
Oldest model, I'm not aware of. I think the newest series is like 15,000 series.
So you're saying that you're working on I 15,000.
Yes.
What is the exact I series model?
Sorry.
What is the exact model of I series?
No, I'm not sure.
No problems. Can you tell me which model you are working in VMware?
We actually, I we are using the FILT. VMware. We uh, our VM hosts are deployed in the cloud. Actually,
That is fine.
yeah,
But you're using your F5 OVA image there, right?
right.
Or what is the model number you are using of F5 there?
We are using 17.1
I'm talking about model number. That is the operating system version.
operating system. Okay, the underlying hardware you are asking about.
Yes, hardware in virtual appliance, that is not an hardware. Anyway, it's okay. Now, can you tell me, let's say I am using F5 image.
Okay.
Okay, I want to have a feature that if my F5, I have one virtual server, one is active, one is passive.
Okay.
I have 10 virtual servers here, 10 virtual servers here. Customer says that only one virtual server is having issue. All 9 virtual servers are working fine. How you will troubleshoot that? You have 10 applications which are deployed in F5, out of which only one application is facing issue. So please share your troubleshooting, how you will guide customer and how you will troubleshoot.
Okay, so I will ask about the FQDN of the virtual server which customer is having the issue. The first step I'll check whether I'm able to resolve it to this IP, and then I'll check the virtual server status, whether the virtual server is up or not, and then based on that check the respective pool and the node status of the virtual server. So and then I will take it for, let's say, if virtual server is down, and I'll see the what is the reason for the virtual server down status. Accordingly, I'll take it forward and troubleshoot the issue.
Let's say your virtual server is up.
Okay.
You have your pool member up.
Okay.
Still customer is facing issue with one application.
Okay. So then the very next step I'll do is I'll take the TCP dump I'll take the TCP dump from the customer, and then I'll troubleshoot based on the logs.
Okay, what you will see in that TCP dump?
Okay, so there could be that could be two there is a two part actually. So I'll check whether customer is able to reach the virtual server. If customer is able to reach the server, there could be issue from virtual server to the backend servers. So if customer is having issues in the first part, there could be a number of reasons, right? So based on that, we can identify whether it is
How you will check whether customer is able to reach your virtual server through TCP dump?
So I'll ask customer to connect to the virtual server, and I'll take
Okay,
and I'll see whether customer is able to first the three-way handshake is getting completed or not.
okay. Now let's say three-way handshake is completed.
Okay.
After that, what would be your next step?
So that means after the three-way handshake is getting completed, that means customer can able to get reach the virtual servers, but still customer is not able to connect to the backend servers, right? So in that case, there could be a issue in the backend server, or
But backend server is up. It's working fine. Even you are receiving traffic on servers. End to end, you are able to see through TCP dump three-way handshake. Still, customer is not able to access your application. What would be your next step?
Okay, so if I'll check whether this HTTP profile or HTTPS profile. If it is HTTPS profile, make sure that customers the SSL profiles are configured properly or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other thing? Let's say that is also working fine.
Okay.
Okay, no problems. Can you tell me what is TMM interface in F5? What is the role of TMM?
TMM is the backbone of FI. It's a traffic management microkernel. It's
Okay,
it's like a kernel for FI, where many of the daemons are running.
okay,
Yeah, it's a heart of FI.
okay. What is HMS in F5?
Um, Actually, HMS is an it's a security module. It's a module actually in F5. But that used to store keys, SSL keys and cryptographic keys, etc.
That is the different thing. HMS, there are two interface. One is TMM, one is HMS. HMS is basically called your host management subsystems. When I talk about data plane and control plane, one term which is important is HMS. Basically, it is responsible for your system management and admin function. That is called your management plane activities like NTP, DNS. That comes under your host management subsystem. When I talk about F5, it is running on which operating system? TMOS, that we everyone knows.
Right.
But which Linux flavor it's running? When I talk about F5, Jagan, flavor of Linux,
It's Ubuntu, I think.
CentOS,
Oh,
CentOS.
okay.
So when I talk about hardware level, big IP hardware, there are three components which are available. When I talk about whole big IP hardware, there are three components which are available: TMM, HMS, and AOM. So when I talk about TMM, TMM is the heart, that is correct. It has separate SSL TLS card. It has separate compression card. That all facilities are given by your microkernel, your PVA engine, your switch module, NPS, FPGAs. So basically your traffic management microkernel is a traffic processing hardware component which provides you L2 switch module, which is used for network processing NIC cards. It provides you packet velocity, like separate dedicated SSL encryption. Each component, when if you need SSL, there is a separate SSL card. So that is called TMM. When I talk about HMS, that is called host management subsystem. That is responsible for your system management and admin functions. And it runs on your CentOS operating system. And it is a dedicated, it will have a dedicated overall system RAM also. Now, if I talk about AOM, that is called always on management. Mostly people don't use it, but it can ask in interview. Always on management, basically, how it helps is basically it has a separate, when you take a console, there will have a serial console interface. All your console facilities are given by AOM module. So everything is a separate entity here. So far we have discussed F5, we have discussed big IP. Now in hardware there are three components. When I talk about this HMS and AOM, that is used for management network interface. That is for management functionality. Let's say you are in data center, you have to take your console. So it has always on management interface that have serial console interface also, that has USB interface also, that has management processor also. That is separate from TMM. TMM, can I say TMM is data plane and HMS and AOM is your control plane.
Yes.
So TMM, again I will repeat, it's a software in a form of operating system which provides you all these features like I rules, fast L4, application, we say full proxy, IPv4 stacks. Now, it's a software in form of interface that operates a dedicated SSL. It will talk to your HMS. And when I say about HMS, it provides you functionality like Web GUI, CLI, DNS client, SNMP, and NTP. Now, these are the main three components which are used. Now, another thing for you. Jagan,
Yes.
what are the different types of virtual servers available in F5?
Uh, One is a standard virtual server.
Okay. See, if you don't know, please say
Yeah.
yes or no.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know.
No problems. Thank you, Jagan. I'll be taking second participant now.
Okay.
So